On the blazing red soil of Kruger, two leopards moved quietly through the dry grass. The sun beat down fiercely, each step leaving distinct marks on the cracked, parched earth. The male leopard led the way, his posture firm but his eyes revealing growing exhaustion from thirst. The female followed behind, her tongue hanging out, breathing fast, and her coat losing its shine. At last, in the midst of the barren land, a small puddle appeared like a miracle in the desert. Both rushed forward, instantly crouched at the water's edge, and took careful sips of the precious coolness. The water left from yesterday's brief rain had become their lifesaver in the harsh heat. The male leopard raised his head cautiously to survey the surroundings, while the female kept drinking. Feeling temporarily safe, the two animals settled quietly beside the puddle to rest, but they were unaware of the danger approaching behind them, slowly and silently. A reticulated python, over 3 meters long, slithered out from the bushes, its tongue flicking to catch their scent. Each movement caused a slight tremor on the ground, its dark scales glistening like oil under the strong sunlight. The female leopard sensed motion behind her and turned to watch curiously. Without fear, she stepped closer to the python and lowered her head to sniff its thick neck. The python paused, shaking its head slightly as a warning, but the female seemed playful and carefree. Suddenly, she bit the python's head gently and then let go, as if teasing in a game. The python coiled defensively, tension running through its muscular body. The male leopard growled low in warning, but the female remained unaware of the threat. Feeling seriously threatened, the python struck back suddenly. Its coiled body lunged forward, wrapping tightly around the female leopard in seconds. The female screamed, caught in the python's deadly grip. She opened her jaws wide, showing fangs uselessly as she struggled. The scythe python squeezed harder, causing her breath to weaken with painful groans. The male leopard roared angrily, circling the python, trying to intervene, but wary of rushing in. He tried scratching and biting the snake's body, but only tightened the python's hold. The female's eyes opened wide before slowly closing, showing signs of suffocation and pain. The male looked around desperately, roaring loudly across the grassland as a silent plea for help. Seeing his mate fading, the male hissed in anguish. The python tightened its grip coldly, using its last strength to finish off its prey. Then, that roar reached two rangers patrolling nearby. Elena McCarthy and Rafael Ortega were driving an ATV through the open forest, searching for animal tracks. "Do you hear that?" Elena asked, straining against the wind. Rafael nodded, gripping the wheel tight, and sped toward the sound. Arriving, they were shocked to see the female leopard tightly trapped in the python's coils, while the male roared fiercely. Rafael jumped out, telling Elena to get the rescue stick and first aid kit from the trunk. The male stepped back at the sight of humans, but stayed close as if asking for help. Elena quickly assessed, "If we don't remove the coils now, she won't survive." They slowly approached, making noise to distract the snake while pressing its body with the stick. The python grew angry, but began to retreat under their steady pressure. Raphael aimed carefully, pushing down on the python's neck to loosen the coils around the leopard. Elena helped lift each loop off the female's body. The male leopard squinted but showed no sign of attacking the rangers. After tense minutes, the python released the female and slithered away, exhausted. The female lay, still legs trembling, unable to move. Elena knelt to check her breathing, while Raphael prepared medicine and a syringe. They found a weak pulse, her heart still beating. There was hope. Raphael wiped the marks on her belly as Elena inserted a breathing tube and readied an injection. Unable to wait, Raphael gave her circulatory support medicine. Elena moistened her mouth, hoping to revive the fragile life. They waited silently under the blazing sun and the wild's heavy breathing. A faint twitch in the female's hind leg brought a sigh of relief. Elena stepped back carefully, eyes on the leopard, watching for any response. Raphael whispered, "There's a reaction." "The medicine is working." The male moved closer, licking the female's cheek to rouse her. Her eyes slowly opened, confused as if unsure of what was happening. Elena was relieved but stayed distant, not wanting to stress her. The female panted, hard, then rested for several minutes as if regaining strength. Raphael checked his watch and nodded. "Time to leave." "She'll be fine," he said softly. Elena packed the supplies and they returned to the vehicle. The two sat quietly, watching, the leopards from afar with warmth. The engine started, and they drove deeper into the forest to continue their patrol. But their faces still showed the emotion of a successful rescue. The female slowly stood, still weak, but having crossed from death to life.